Welcome back and happy Thanksgiving to all who celebrate. Today Hofstra takes on their toughest test yet, at least in terms of overall, as they take on the Oklahoma Sooners. Oklahoma is ranked 17th in the country and their team is a 90 overall. Given this difficult challenge, head coach Mike Francesa had a special guest come in to talk to the team this week. Here's an excerpt of what that guest had to say.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in.
That's right, Mike Francesa had comedian Katt Williams come in to speak to his Hofstra Pride team. Let's see if that's the motivation this squad needs to pull the major upset. They start this game with the ball, and they're already in a 2nd and 8. They pitch this one out to Jamal Haley, who is tackled for no gain. It's now a 3rd and 8, so Hofstra will come out with 5 wide receivers here on 3rd down. Hines will drop back to pass. He's looking deep down the middle of the field, but that ball is going to be incomplete. Looking for CJ Peaks there. So Hofstra will have to punt this one away already on their first drive as they go 3 and out. Breaking in a new punter. These punts aren't going quite as far, so this one is caught for a fair catch at the 46-yard line, where Jackson Arnold will come out to lead the Oklahoma Sooners. Flanked to his left is running back Gavin Sawchuk, who takes the handoff. Gavin Sawchuk is a 95 overall with 98 speed. So this will be a major challenge today for Hofstra to contend with. He got 6 yards there. Now on 2nd down, they throw underneath and it's caught. And that is a 1st down for Oklahoma. They're into Hofstra territory now at the 41-yard line. Jackson Arnold takes the snap on 1st down, zips this one over to the right. It's going to be intercepted by Jaden Bellamy, who's on the run downfield. Gavin Sawchuk, with his great speed, is going to be able to catch up to him. Otherwise, Bellamy probably would have gone all the way, but he's down at the 32-yard line with a huge play there early on in this one. And Hofstra will take over there now as the offense is going to come back out onto the field. What a tremendous play by Jaden Bellamy, the best player on this team. Opponents continue to test him for reasons that I do not quite understand, especially considering the rest of the secondary is not particularly good. Going after the one player on this defense who should scare you is probably not the best idea. Now back on 1st down, Hines is going to zip one across the middle to Bell, who can't hold on. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd and 10, they motion DJ Brown across the formation and hand it off to Costello, who's going to be tackled for a loss of 3. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now here for Hofstra. On 3rd and 13, Hines rips one underneath on a drag route to Bell, who gets 8 yards. It's going to be 4th and 5, and Hofstra will line up to go for it. They're going to motion Keyshawn Robinson across the formation. And Hines is going to sling this one over the middle to DJ Brown, who makes a tough catch in traffic for a 1st down at the 14-yard line, and Hofstra will keep the ball here. Now it's 1st down. Hines drops back, throws underneath again, this one a 4-yard gain. Now it's going to be 2nd and 6 here from the 10-yard line. Trips to the right, Hines in the gun. Takes the snap, runs to his left. He's able to cut behind a nice block by Haley, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Hofstra strikes first here at home. Quandre Hines with a 10-yard run into the end zone. A beautiful play there, and I'm telling you folks, the L2 on these run plays is a game changer. That really helped me make that sharp cut. Bounce it outside, then back inside behind that block, and beautiful run there by Quandre Hines. Puts Hofstra up 7-0 here as we get another view into the end zone. A beautiful run. Now Oklahoma will get it back here down 7-0. 1st down handoff to Sawchuk is not going far. He's met by a trio of Hofstra defenders, and he fumbles it. And that's going to be picked up by Chad Cloud, and Chad Cloud's going to run into the end zone for a scoop and score, and just like that, Hofstra is up 14-0. So an improbable turn of events leads to Hofstra scoring from 2 consecutive plays from scrimmage, and they jump out to a quick 14-0 lead here against Oklahoma. And all of a sudden, this stadium here is full of people who are starting to believe. Now Oklahoma runs a counter play to Sawchuk, who breaks a tackle and is upfield for a 1st down all the way out to the 48-yard line, they're going to say. That's a run of 16 yards. Another 1st down and another handoff to Sawchuk. This one is going to get just 1 yard. 2nd and 9. So early on, Oklahoma's 2 big stars, Jackson Arnold and Gavin Sawchuk, have made critical mistakes as they throw a screen out here to Sawchuk. He's going to get 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Arnold threw an interception, and then Sawchuk fumbled the ball that was returned for a touchdown. Now on 3rd and 1, Hofstra trying to get out there and get a stop, and they are able to stop him just short. It's going to be 4th and inches, and Oklahoma's going to bring out the punting team here. Not a decision I would make, but Brent Venables is a defensive guy, and those coaches tend to like doing things like that. I would call it the conservative play, but it's not. It's objectively the wrong decision. There's nothing conservative about decreasing your win probability. Now on 2nd and 9, Costello takes a handoff, and he's again going nowhere. And it looks like they're going to get green for a hold to center. And they are indeed, so that will back up Hofstra. They will get to replay 2nd down at least, but it will be 2nd and 19 now. 2nd and 19, Hines in the gun. They're going to swing a bubble screen out to Keyshawn Robinson, and he's going to go backwards. It's going to be 3rd and 21 now. On 3rd and 21, they're going to go 5 receivers, and they're going to get an open guy on the cross route. CJ Peaks just totally torched his man, and he has it on the run down to the 44-yard. Sorry, I just called that a crossing route. It is a corner route. Now on 1st down, they're going to run QB blast up the middle with Hines and get 9 yards, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. And definitely so far, the quarterback run game has been the most effective aspect of this offense. The traditional run game is not really working that well right now. Now it's going to be 2nd and 1 to start the 2nd quarter. And they're going to hand this one off to Costello. He is going to get a nice gain of 6 yards. That will be a 1st down for Hofstra. Now on 1st down, Hines is going to go play action. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to try to get on the run, but he's just going to end up running out of bounds for a loss of 2 yards. Anyway, it's nice to see CJ Peaks come up with that catch on that big 3rd down. As on 2nd and 12 now. Hines sails one. It's going to be intercepted. Throws it over his receiver's head, and that is picked off. Oklahoma has the ball back now. But CJ Peaks is a guy who played a pretty prominent role in this offense his freshman season, the 1st year of this dynasty, Francesa's 1st year. But with only 84 speed and some other players surpassing him on the depth chart, he really didn't play much of a role last year. But he's a guy who's worked really hard. He's put in the effort. He's improved quite a bit and raised his speed up to 89 overall. His acceleration rating is also like 98, I think. So he's played his way back into the fold and seems like the kind of guy who will be able to make more of an impact this year. Also, because he played a lot as a freshman, and I didn't realize he was a freshman at that time, I was actually pretty surprised that he's still on the depth chart. And he'll probably be back next year, so it's a real, like, Aaron Kraft sort of situation going on here. Where it's like, damn, this guy's been in college for like 12 years. Anyway, Hofstra once again marching into Oklahoma territory. And they're going to go with an RPO read here. Dump it off to DJ Brown from the BX, and he's got some space to run. He's got 6 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 4. Now they're going to motion Big Country across into a sort of fullback alignment. They're going to hand this one off up the middle. And not going to get far. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd down and 2 in the go-go formation, Hines takes the snap and swings it out to Costello, who is able to pick up the 1st down and keep the chains moving for this Hofstra Pride team. Now they're going to orbit motion a receiver around. They're going to swing a screen out to him, and he's got a little bit of running room before they converge on him after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7 here. Hines in the gun, drops back. He's going to throw one deep down the right side. He's got Keyshawn Robinson in the back of the end zone. What a catch. What a throw. Perfect timing, perfect throw, and Keyshawn Robinson's able to haul it in for the back of the end zone for a touchdown, Hofstra. And they're now about to, wow, I'm messing this up. They're about to jump out to a 21-0 lead. What a throw and catch by this duo. They just continue to amaze here, and unbelievably, Hofstra has jumped out to a 21-0 lead over Oklahoma. Let's see if the Sooners can mount a comeback. It wouldn't be the first time that Hofstra built up a big lead and then let it slip away. So here we are, 2 minutes left in the first half, 2nd and 1. Arnold drops back to pass. He's looking downfield. He's got a man, and it's going to be incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1 now. 3rd and 1. They probably don't want to have to come off the field here. And they won't have to. They're able to find a receiver deep down the middle on a post route and get all the way up to the 34-yard line into Hofstra territory. So if they score here, Oklahoma will get the ball at the beginning of the second half. However, this ball is going to be intercepted by Oluwave, doing a great job playing the deep middle in cover 2. He knew that was the weak spot of the coverage, and he had to get depth in a situation where Oklahoma's desperate to score. He's able to get back and intercept that pass. A really heads-up play by Oluwave. Now it is going to be 1st and down for Hofstra. And they're going to throw one deep down the left side. Bell's beat his man, but he is unable to hold on as he is hit as he tries to haul the pass in, and it is going to be incomplete. Now Hines is going to swing out a bubble screen, and that's going to be intercepted. Number 22 undercuts that bubble screen and just walks into the end zone. It's now 21-7. Oklahoma is on the board just like that. Watching that back, I contend that that is not my fault because I thought the receiver was going to block that guy, and he just didn't. So it is 2nd and 13 here now. We're coming up on a minute left in the first half. That ball is going to be incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 13 now. What's Hofstra got on 3rd down and 13 here? Don't want to punt this back. Well, they're going to launch it deep down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete, looking for CJ Peaks again. So unfortunately, Isaac King III is going to have to come back out and punt. This ball will be fielded at the 35-yard line by Sawchuck, who runs forward a little bit up to the 45. There's now 20 seconds left in this half. It's funny knowing what's going to happen already, but then looking at where things are right now and being like, wow, no one would ever expect what's coming. So yeah, stay tuned for the rest of this first half. As that pass is going to be intercepted by Holland. And now 13 seconds left. Hofstra has the ball in plus territory at the 47-yard line. On 1st down, Hines drops back, and he's going to throw this one deep to the left side on the fade route, but that is well covered. It's going to fall incomplete. 8 seconds left now. With 8 seconds left, Hines in the gun, empty set. He's going to sling one over the middle. He's got CJ Peaks on the run. Peaks is down the left side. He's going to get out of bounds with just 1 second left. Take a timeout for good measure because I have trust issues. But Hofstra is set up in field goal range. With 1 second left, they are able to kick it. It is up and good, and they will take a 24-7 lead into halftime. This is why I said it's funny to know what's coming and how improbable that result is, because Oklahoma had the ball at the 45-yard line with 20 seconds left. The idea that we were going to end with a field goal seemed extremely unlikely. And I feel like those sort of occurrences happen all the time. Like our bowl game where Louisiana Tech got down inside the 25 and then threw a pick for some reason. Speaking of throwing picks, there were 5 in that half. 3 by Jackson Arnold, 2 by Quandre Hines, and each team had a defensive touchdown. One thing I like to take note of is how much like a defensive score or a special team score helps the chances of pulling an upset, because those sort of like random events, you know, increase the chances that the less talented team can actually pull out the win. So it's nice that we were able to get a defensive score to start in the beginning of the game, but unfortunate that we gave it right back at the end of the half. Good news is that Oklahoma's offense has not scored a point yet. If that continues, I will be surprised, but it will be a little bittersweet to think of how close we were to a shutout. But we still got a whole half to go, so I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. Gavin Sawchuck on 1st down as we get into the second half, picks up 2 yards. Now they're going to motion Sawchuck over to the left side here in this empty formation. But it's just a decoy as they're going to launch one deep down the right side. But Hofstra had it covered, had 2 guys back there. It's now 3rd and 8 for Oklahoma here on the first drive of the second half. Arnold drops back, and he's going to take off. He's got plenty of room. They totally leave the middle of the field open, and he's got a 1st down. Would have been huge for Hofstra to get off the field there to start the second half. Now they're going to swing out a bubble screen to number 24, and 3 Hofstra players are able to converge on him and hold it to just a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 now. 2nd and 6, Arnold dropping back and throwing over the middle of the field, and he's got his man in traffic. Tough throw to complete, but he does at the 44-yard line. It's 1st down, Oklahoma. Another handoff for Sawchuck. This one 4-yard gain. So far, Hofstra's done quite a good job against Sawchuck, especially considering he's got 98 speed. Also considering, who's that guy that ran all over us? Was it UConn's running back? I think it was UConn's running back who had like 200 yards on us. Now they motioned Sawchuck again across the formation in this empty set, and Oluwave said, I've seen that before, and he converges immediately on the screen and is able to stop Sawchuk for a loss. It's 4th and 9. Oklahoma has to punt. Hofstra's going to come out in a pony set. Shotgun 2 running backs on either side. And they're going to swing Costello, but they're going to hand it off to Haley, who gets 4 yards. They're going to stay in this look here. This time the handoff goes to Costello. And he's going to lose yards, it looks like. Yes, he goes back 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 8 now for Hofstra. Hofstra probably just looking to play some ball control here. And Hines going to take off, tiptoe down the sideline into open space, and then duck out of bounds at the 49-yard line. What a nice run by Hines to move the chains there. Now they hand to Costello on 1st down, and he breaks into open space, probably his best run of the day. And he's got a 1st down to the 36-yard line. Hofstra in business and up 17. However, Hines gets sacked on 1st down. They lose 6. It's 2nd and 16 now. And he's got another nice run, Hines. Breaks into open space off the left side on the QB zone. He gets 14 yards. And now they're close to moving the chains here. They're going to hand off to Costello, who's able to push forward for the 1st down. And they're at the 23-yard line now. That is the end of the 3rd quarter as Hofstra able to play a little bit of ball control there. Nobody scores. It is still 24-7. Hofstra over 1 yard per play more than Oklahoma, also more than doubling them up in time of possession. And as we start the 1st quarter, it's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Pride. They hand off to Costello. He does not go anywhere. He loses 3 yards, actually. It's going to be 2nd and 13. Now it's going to be 2nd and 18 after a false start here by Hofstra. So maybe some focus lapses going on here. Getting a little sloppy. Up 17 points here late. And with a defender in his face, Hines rips a throw over the middle of the field on 2nd and 18. It is going to be intercepted. Looking for Keyshawn Robinson there. Tight window. He was under pressure. Had to get rid of it maybe before he wanted to. And that one picked off. That is Hines' 3rd pick of the day. So far, only one of them came back to bite Hofstra. That was the pick 6. And now Arnold rips one down the middle of the field, and that is in traffic, but it's caught, and his receiver is able to break a tackle or two and get to the 38-yard line. And on 2nd down, I guess they gained 6 yards. I didn't realize that happened. I thought we had worked those out. Oh, well, 2nd down and 4. Arnold going to rip one down the deep middle of the field, but it's going to be intercepted, undercut by Glenn, the corner who is starting at safety. Makes a wonderful play there to undercut that route and intercept the pass. Oklahoma a little desperate at this point, trying to get back in this game. The 1st down handoff to Costello does not go far, and it's going backwards on a holding call. I think that is Paulding. Who's called for the hold? No, it's Colin Warrior, the left tackle. Redshirt freshman. One of the most improved players on this team, up to an 81 overall, Colin Warrior. Now on 1st and 20, Hines keeps it again, and he gets 10 yards. He's been really effective running the ball today. Now he's going to keep it again. And again, he breaks into open space, and Hines is going to get a 1st down. All the way up to the 39-yard line there. So 1st and 18, no problem for Quandre Hines as he breaks off 2 big runs to convert. And on 1st down, Haley gets 5 yards. We're approaching the 2-minute warning now. This one, Hofstra will hand off to Haley, who goes nowhere. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 now as we are on the other side of the 2-minute warning. They're going to pitch this one to Haley, and he's going to lose 2 yards. 4th and 7. And trying to draw someone off sides does not work. I was kind of just running the play clock down and mashing R1 just to see if someone would jump. And Isaac King III comes back out to punt this one. It will be fielded at the 24-yard line by Sawchuk. Sawchuk tackled at the 32 after a return of 8 yards. And so Oklahoma will come out in a 5-wide set down 17 points with 1:15 left. They're up to the 44-yard line. It seems like this one is probably over. Hofstra has shown an ability to implode over these 2+ years, but I don't see it happening here with just 1:07 left and a 17-point lead. I suppose one interesting storyline still in play is that the Oklahoma offense has not scored a point yet. And they throw this one deep down the middle of the field. It's intercepted by Holland. It looks like they're not going to score a point at all as Hofstra has the ball back. Holland is pushing this return as much as he can up to the 40-yard line. But that will do it. It's now time to wrap this one up, as we're up by so much that they're not even recommending victory formation. 18th carry of the day for Costello goes for 1 yard. He's now got 18 carries for 19 yards. Now he goes backwards 3 yards. I think that he might have less than 1 yard per carry now. But it doesn't matter. He's down on his knees praising the Lord right now because Hofstra has done it. They have defeated the Oklahoma Sooners 24-17 here in their third game of the season. They have taken down a 90 overall powerhouse SEC team. As improbable as it was, this team has done it. And they did it with the impact of freshmen like Chad Cloud, Tyler Costello, although he wasn't that great, Brian Ortega, the freshman middle linebacker, Colin Warrior, the freshman left tackle. So the future is bright for Mike Francesa in Hempstead, New York. And they just opened a Jersey Mike's right next to the stadium, so this team's got to be on cloud 9. Here are the stats. Okay, I misread Costello's rushing attempts. I thought it was 19. It was just 11. I guess when it said 10, I thought it said 18. So 11 for 16. He is over 1 yard per carry. But our run game was very much carried by Quandre Hines. It seems like Quandre Hines runs were our most efficient play calls. Quandre Hines' passes only averaged 6.8 yards, but his runs averaged like 8 something. But it was a tough defense. Toughest defense we faced yet. Lucky for us, Jackson Arnold did not have his A game today, or his B game, or his C game. And our defense was able to come up with some huge plays, some huge interceptions, 5 in total, 2 by Holland, 1 by Glenn, 1 by Oluwave, and 1 by Jaden Bellamy. Hofstra was also able to get the scoop and score, and so their defense really came through in this one. Also did not give up a single point to the Oklahoma offense, which if you told me before the game that would happen, I would have not believed you at all. It feels like in some ways this season is mirroring the start of last season, as we're going to go after this physical receiver, Zach Randall, 94 speed. We're going to be all over this guy. But yeah, it feels like this season is mirroring the beginning of last season in a way. This kind of reminds me of the Syracuse game. We won this one 24-7. We won that one 24-3. And it was also a very much like ball control, good defense, able to bleed out the clock in the second half kind of game. We also blew out Buffalo both years. And now up next we will have Rice, and then just like last year we will have Arizona in our fourth game of the season, our arch rival. Arizona's ranked top 5 right now. They're coming off a 52-14 win over Texas A&M. A&M was undefeated last year all the way into the playoff, and Arizona just thumped them. Funny enough, Arizona started last year 11-0 and then lost their last 2 games. And they never got ranked higher than 11, I think, which is funny because they're 1-0 this year and they're already much higher than 11. They're already up at 5. Here is the poll. LSU with a big win over number 7 now, Clemson. Clemson had been number 1. A&M drops from 3 to 15. Oklahoma falls out of the rankings. And unfortunately, no love for Hofstra yet, not even in the others receiving votes. But if we win these next 2 games, we will certainly be up there. Arizona has a bye before they play us, so they're not going to play another game. They're guaranteed to be ranked very high. We will play Rice, so tune in for that. Come back. I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving, or if Thanksgiving's already passed, I hope you had a wonderful one. I hope you and your family are happy and safe, and thank you.